Pause it 1 second. And we've been going for a while. We're having a lot of conversation. As Marriott released in their statement, they said basically, he said one word to her, an offensive, vulgar thing that he did not say. It's clear from the video and from these witnesses. But they have a very lengthy conversation and no one's trying to tell us what that is. Go ahead. That's where she tells some kind of joke, I believe, to him. He's seen kind of bend over. She's shaking her head back and forth like that. He walked in closer to her. She didn't back up at all. Now they're shaking hands. Now I want you to watch the end interaction here. Because she's going to kind of, when the people come up, she'll kick her leg. As she walks off, she's still talking to Michael over the shoulder. All friendly. There you go. Kicks her leg. And see right here, she's gonna look back over her shoulder and say to Michael, now pause it, pause it. Okay. They claim he was leering at her. When he looks back at the bar, she's way gone. Because you're about to watch, she's gonna go over here, and that guy is gonna go he's gonna get very visibly upset with her. And basically, there's somebody who's, I don't wanna use the word abusive, but there's somebody who's really being forward to her. It's this gentleman here, it wasn't Michael. So watch what happens. Okay, go ahead and roll the tape. You see him grab her, and she falls, not pausing. Now Michael's looking over there for the first time. He's not watching her. He's talking to these guys. You'll see in a second, they turn around and they start talking to him. The guy in the white hat. Okay, go ahead. See? Now Michael walks out to go take a selfie with this, we believe, Renaissance employee, 99% sure. And the security guy stays right there with him, who's been around for the whole conversation, really.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Jay Wool coming back with another one, and this is the video that finally came out on Michael Irvin. In my opinion, I didn't see any type of sexual harassment. He seems to have a cordial conversation with this lady. They seem to even be cracking jokes at each other. You know, they shake hands at the end. She doesn't ever back up from him when he walks over to her or gets closer to her while they're having a conversation. Michael Irvin could have had a couple of drinks, but nothing in that interaction showed me that he was like over the top drunk or couldn't handle himself or, you know, couldn't control himself in that situation, or nowhere in that situation did the lady seem endangered or feel uncomfortable either, because I don't know why you would just stay in and continue to talk to someone if they're talking in a manner that, you know, you're not comfortable with. Why hear them out? Why are you still standing there? Like, walk away from the situation. But it seems like they're having a nice, cordial conversation. You know, everyone's comfortable. They're laughing, having a good time. And let me ask you this. Who's ever tried to holler at a female and she doesn't give you the time of day at all? She just goes right by you, you know, doesn't even look at your way, or might even acknowledge you a little, but keeps walking. For them to stand there and have a 1 to 2 minute conversation, them to handshake at the end, them laughing, like her kicking her feet up, I'm just like, I just don't see the harassment in this situation. But Michael Irvin actually came out today and re-denied the accusation, and he had to refile the lawsuit, the $100 million defamation lawsuit against the company in Arizona. After initially filing his lawsuit in Texas, he had to actually reverse that and revert that over to Arizona. Marriott said Irvin was intoxicated and made lewd advances toward the employee ahead of the Super Bowl, and when they encountered one another, including asking her if she had ever been with a black man sexually. After Irvin finished leering at the victim and turned back to the employee one, he said aloud, she bad," followed by a sexual remark, Marriott said in a court filing. TMZ Sports reported that Irvin specifically asked the woman if she knew about having a big black man inside of her. The court documents say He then slapped himself in the face 3 times saying, keep it together, Michael. Keep it together, Mike. Keep it together, Mike. But then comes out, Mike says, I don't speak like that, Irvin said on Tuesday. I totally deny saying that. So Michael Irvin has already denied those statements that he was speaking in that manner to that lady. And from her, standing there and, continue to communicate with him, looking like they're laughing, they're both, having a good time talking to each other. I couldn't see otherwise not to believe Michael Irvin saying that he didn't say that. Irvin also allegedly said he would come back and find her later that week, they're saying, while she wasn't working. The woman then told her employees and co-workers the next day about the interaction. After the accusation was made public, Irvin was removed from his role with both ESPN and the NFL Network to cover the Super Bowl. So from that video, and ESPN and NFL Network seeing that video and still not allowing Michael Irvin to do coverage during the Super Bowl, I believe was wrong, because you also saw the evidence to see that it doesn't look like he did anything terribly wrong or anything unlawfully in this situation. So to just believe this lady over, the worker you've been working with, your employee you've been working with, somebody that I'm sure you should have more trust in than this lady. There was also 2 witnesses that came out that saw the whole encounter that both said it all seemed cordial and that nothing sexual harassment wise looked to be going on. But, maybe he did say something, you never know. But from the evidence that has been brought up, I can't see anything to show that Michael Irvin is guilty in this situation. It really looks like she's just looking for a payday because of who he is. But at the end of the day, I just hope that justice is served. I don't believe he's in the wrong, but I could be totally wrong as well. So I don't want to come out too hard on the lady either. But from the looks of it, it definitely looks like he's innocent. But let me know what you think about this video and the whole situation in the comments down below. I appreciate you all for watching. Hit me with that HBO special, help a brother out. Smash that like button and sub to your boy. You already know we coming with that heat, man. Let's get it.